From horses to humans, every day at the Ramsey farm finds all hands hard at work.
It's just like training for the Olympics or anything else. All the grunt duty that you have to do, the blood, sweat, and tears to get to the finish line first.
Every day except one.
Give them Sunday off. Yeah, we not all that religious, but seventh day is made to rest.
It's a method that pays off for Ken Ramsey on the racetrack.
They run longer and last longer than the average horse because they're raised rough here on the farm all during the winter running out, and they run together, and they're raised tough and they run tough.
But for all the hard work, there's a little pampering too.
Welcome to Kitten Spa. This is where we keep our stallion fit, try to prolong his life and keep him as healthy as possible.
Our stallion, of course, is Kitten's Joy, Eclipse Award winner and world-class sire.
And this is the franchise himself.
The pride in Ken Ramsey's face is evident as he shows off his hometown hero's offspring.
And that's a Kitten's Joy, I can tell. The DNA stamps him. I don't have to look at his pedigree to check him out. You may be looking at some of the stars of tomorrow.
Just as his sharp eye can tell a future champion, it was his foresight on another unproven idea that started his success, the cellular telephone.
I immediately seized upon the fact that if you had a cellular telephone, in other words, you're now not tied down to a particular spot. You're not tied down to something that has to be wired. I mean, I just saw all sorts of things that could open up.
That winning ticket allowed Ken to open Ramsey Farm, but he says he couldn't have done it without wife Sarah.
As Kitten's Joy is the most important horse in my life, she is by far the most important person in my life. We're high school sweethearts. I went in the Navy and we parted, but then I came back and she and I went out and we got married in 1958. And it's been a joy. We'll be married 55 years this coming September the 6th. And there was no bumps in the road. We never disagreed on anything, money-wise, all that. If we had it, we had it. If we didn't, we didn't. And had 4 great children and all the grandchildren, the other 6 that's come along.
No bumps in the road until Sarah suffered a major medical emergency.
February the 21st, 2007, she suffered a devastating stroke. And it's impaired her right side tremendously. She has no use at all of her right arm. But most of all, it deprived her of her speech, her ability to communicate. And she was my sounding board and advisor and all that, sort of the backup person that kind of kept me on the ground. I've been known to get off on a tangent. So it's been difficult. You don't know what being a caregiver is until you actually have to do it yourself. But we've kind of focused on what we still have rather than what we lost.
And what they still have is more than enough.
Lover and best friend, you name it. I mean, she's my lifelong companion and the love of my life.
Together, they've amassed countless trophies and records. But there's one close to home they're reaching for next.
We're trying to break the track record out there at Keeneland this year. Calumet Farm in 1941 holds a record of 12. This year we've already amassed 9, and we're out not even halfway through the meet. So we think we got enough bullets left in the holster to break a record that stood for 1941. So we're going for at least 13 and might try to get a few for insurance to raise the bar, so might stand for another 72 years.
They've accomplished more than most, but there's always more on the horizon for Ken Ramsey.
I'll probably be doing it till I die because to me it's not work. I'll probably do it till I cash in my chips. And hopefully, you know, I'll go up and cash my ticket to win it, turn around with a smile on my face, and like Fred Fox on the Sanford Sun, have the big one. Go out with my boots on.
For Keeneland Close-Up, I'm Chrissy Pullinger.